Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Another Saturday of Cap Nation Live. Frozen screen to start the morning. I don't know if that's a good thing or if that's a bad thing. But hey, we're here, baby. We're here. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have everybody tuning in on this beautiful and dark outside Saturday morning. Old Outdoor TV, Robert S., Brad out in Australia, Aaron, Michael, Mr. Beeman, Anthony, Tim, Jeff, Mike. What's going on? What is going on, everybody? Oh, yay, by the way, in the house, what is going on? Thank you, Brad. I appreciate that. Glad to have everybody tuning in. College football Saturday today. And I am ready to rock and roll. Absolutely ready to rock and roll. So for everybody that doesn't know, we're doing a promotion again. Hat, t-shirt, mug, the whole swag package. But it's for the noon Eastern time game of Tulsa and Oklahoma State in our daily free play video. So you got to guess the winner and the final score in that one. And then on Monday for Monday Night Football, I'm trying to get them to step up our giveaway. And hopefully later today I'll be able to make an announcement. But I'm trying to get them to give away something a lot better. But we'll know a little more about that later on today between the Saints and the Raiders. Brad, I would have cashed the Braves ticket in the second inning. No doubt about it. Premium plays yesterday on point. My personal plays yesterday on point. 2-1. Personal plays 3-1 on premium plays. Full recap coming your way right now really quickly. That way we can get that out of the way, because remember, folks, this show will not be 2.5 hours long like normal, because then we'll be right into the live wager show. So we go live here, and then literally in about 3 hours and 10 minutes from now, we'll be live again with live wager, going over all live wagers, in-game betting. And you never know what we're going to get in that show. That one is going to be strictly 100% geared towards live wagering. And what we get out of that one, you just never know, because, as live wagers happen. Won't know what can happen until it's actually live and games are going on. But nonetheless, looking for a nice, fun opportunity this morning. Now, there is possibly a soccer play. If I get it, I will let you guys know. Yesterday, we went 1-1 on the free play soccer. Should have been 2-0, but free plays yesterday overall on point. 3-1 on free plays. I mean, I don't know another service that's giving you games are actually betting and then going 3-1 on them. But Yankees, it took extra innings, but we got it. Yankees over 10.5 runs. We got that one. Gave you guys my biggest personal play of the night on the Lakers. Absolutely mopping up on the Nuggets. Lakers laying 7. Gave out a bunch of stuff. Hot diggity dog. But premium plays yesterday. The only one that we lost, Cleveland Indians, laying 1.5 against Detroit. They win 1-0. That was the only premium play we lost yesterday. We hammered home the Atlanta Braves, Campbell and Coastal Carolina over, and it didn't matter if you got it at the early line at 53 or 61, you still cashed. Then the Lakers over 211, 3-1 there. Closed out a system play on the Angels. My personal play is the only one that I dropped was the team total over for Tampa Bay, over 4.5 runs. St. Louis Pitt over 7 plus 107. I mean, I practically gave you guys that away during the live show. Before I actually gave out my personal plays, gave a lean on it and said if I won that one, I would be betting it, rolling it all over into game 2, which I did, and we won in game 2 as well. Took a little magic, but we got there. I think it ended up being a 7-2 final. But I think it was 0-0 getting into the to the 5th inning, or 1-0, something like that. And then obviously, my biggest personal play of the day, the Lakers. Hot diggity dog getting the job done for us yesterday. Leans in the live show were on point. Bayer and everything. Kansas City, team total over 3.5 runs. Easy winner. Aaron says Tampa Bay doesn't like me. Their last week, their output has definitely dropped. That's for sure. I had a $1,000 3-team moneyline parlay that was the Indians, Tampa Bay, and the Yankees, all 1 by 1. Holy smokes. Thank God I did a moneyline parlay. It was like 1,000 pays $2,200. Getting lucky on that one. Straight luck on that one. William, good morning. Good morning, my brother. English Premier League today, absolutely. German Federation Soccer today, absolutely. Brad, that's a good thing to know. Aaron, I heard about the play. I didn't see it, though. I didn't see it. I did not see it. I probably wouldn't have liked it, though, to be honest. I probably wouldn't have been a fan of it. Scott, when do I sleep? The weekends, not very much, let me tell you. I am a product of about 3 hours of sleep on the weekends. Tony Hill, college football, absolutely. We got college football today, folks. Now, I'm super pumped about having college football back, no doubt about it. Pac-12 CEOs are going to decide on the season start on Thursday, more than likely January 1st. The Pac-12 just being the Pac-12. No offense to my West Coast friends and followers. I mean, I'm born and raised in Los Angeles, but I mean, if you couldn't try and buck the trend more than that, I don't know what would. To start before January 1st, excuse me. I'm not sure what the point of starting that late in the season would even benefit. You're not going to make the college football playoffs in that case, so why even bother? Just scrap your season. They just want that NCAA pool money. That's a fact. Nobody wants to miss out on that big money. Don't forget, before we get off topic, Guaranteed Saturday is early today. Guaranteed Saturday is early. Guaranteed Saturday is early. It is at noon Eastern time. You need to be signed up by noon Eastern time. We'll be making money in the morning. And I'll be honest, there's not that much in the morning that I like. I mean, I love the guaranteed Saturday play. I love the free play that we put out in the daily free play video. But this week's college football is just lacking a little thunder. Maybe it's just the lack of the SEC being in it. But it'll be there shortly. Kyle says good call on the Lakers over last night. All the other cappers were on the under. Yeah, the under and the Nuggets, it seemed, was a popular choice by a lot. The Nuggets and the under was a popular choice. I bucked the trend on that one and said, no thank you. I was on the Lakers and the over. Every direction from here to there, and any way that I could get it, I was on the Lakers. I bet him at -7. I bet him at -7.5. I bet him at -6. I even did a wager at Bet Online. I said I had so many wagers in yesterday. I love the Lakers. I made a lot of money on the Lakers yesterday. I had them a lot at 7. And I said, with my luck, these fuckers are going to, excuse my language, are going to win by 5. Or win by 6, excuse me. So I put in a bet -5 on Bet Online to win 2K. That cashed. All the 7s cashed. Hell, we could have done 10 and they would have cashed. So, nonetheless, glad to have everybody here tuning in this morning. Got a nice little crowd rolling. We're going to jump right into the game day breakdowns and what we're going to do today, because we've got a busy day today, and unfortunately, I can't stay live for about, like the normal 2 hours like we have been doing, because we do have the live wager show that I do have to prepare for. That will be live again. For everybody that doesn't know, take 1 second out of your day, hit that subscribe button right down below. And we'll be back when this show's done, literally not much long after that. Gives me about enough time to send out my personal plays, grab a drink, and come back for live wager, which will be live at about 9:30. About at some point in the second quarter. At some point in the second quarter, we will be back live with live wager. Hopefully able to, dig and claw our way into some live bets. That is the plan. That is the plan in order to be able to enhance what we're doing with some live wagers and help you guys out as well. So I'm assuming about 9:30, but it'll be somewhere during the second quarter after the first quarter of football. We'll be back with live wager. Or it might be during the first quarter. It'll be at least roughly 9:30. So we'll just plan on being back at 9:30. So let's get this show on the road. Tim says my French is great. Sometimes you got to forgive me. That's the sailor in me. So I sometimes have a potty mouth and drop some F-bombs live. Try not to. We try not to, but, it happens. It happens sometimes. And sometimes I need to watch it. I got a little one at home as well. LJ Soul says Tulsa over. I like it. If you want to win some Cappers Direct swag, hat, t-shirt, mug, the whole works, make sure you go watch our daily free play video where we have a free play on the Tulsa and Oklahoma State game. If you know what that free play is, please don't post it in the comment section of this. Please go over to that video. Give us your winning prediction on that game. You need to guess the team as well as the final score prediction. The winner or winners will receive a full Cappers Direct swag package, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Anthony says 64 watching, only 20 thumbs up. Well, there's 21 now, but thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. Tim says pop the thumbs up, people. Absolutely. If you guys haven't done so, please do us a huge favor. Give us a big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do. Now, if you guys want to get 2 days of premium plays or 2 days of my personal plays free, 100% free to you. I don't charge you a penny. I do have a promotion going on where I am giving away 2 days of my plays or 2 days of premium plays absolutely free with the guarantee to make you money or take care of you until you do. If you want to know more about that, I'm not allowed to talk about it on YouTube. It's a YouTube thing. All right? Send me an email, kyle@cappersdirect.com. Go look at my Twitter account at CapNationKyle, or the company Twitter at CappersDirectLV, or on the front page of our website. It'll tell you how to do it. And I hope everybody takes me up on that offer. Hope everybody takes me up on that offer. YouTube limits what we're allowed to say or what we can't say, etc., etc., etc. So let's have some fun. Joe Fell, any lean on the NBA today? I definitely have more than lean on the NBA today. That's for sure. That's for sure. We have a premium play on the NBA. I'll have a personal play on the NBA. We'll go over the NBA here in a little bit as well. Nick, Ray, Richard, Fast Freddy, Mario, Steven as well. Thank you for jumping on board. Guaranteed Saturday. Jeff D, if you're watching, thank you for jumping on board my personal plays. Greg, what's going on? Tiny's New and Used Homes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Glad to be back have you back as well. Now, Premier League this morning. There are a couple plays that I do like and I do lean towards. I don't know if I'm actually going to be betting any of them myself. Not yet anyways. There's always the possibility. Obviously, Leeds in 25 minutes. I do like. They're laying $1.39, $1.40 right now, depending on where you're looking. That one is definitely an attractive. Now, as far as how, scoring-wise on that one, where do I entail that one being? That, as far as the total, I'm off of. But the first half total of 1 is definitely attractive. Maybe just a sloppy goal in the first, and you're at least pushing. But then again, with my luck, if I was to take the over 1, you'd end up with a 0-0 game at the half. Kind of like the Belarus soccer early this morning. If you'd spec over a half and over 1, end up being 0-0. The full game was over 2 and over 2.5 at plus money. They scored 2 late at the 60-minute mark and the 70-minute mark, and it ends 1-1. You get half your bet back if you would have taken that game. Glad I stayed off of that. Chido, good morning. Only reason to be up this early in the morning on a Saturday, absolutely Cappers Nation Live. Now, there is UFC today for everybody that doesn't know. UFC. FC has won 12 straight UFC events. 12 straight, folks. This is going to be his 13th. This is like a pay-per-view card, and it's free. There is a free UFC fight pick on the website right now. It's 100% free. It does not cost you a penny. Not only do you get the free fight pick, you get the full write-up as well. All of that good stuff. Give me 1 second, folks. There we go. Fight card, $29.99. Guaranteed max fight pick is back today. It's $25. Guaranteed to win and you get the next one free. And then the 3x3. The 3x3. That is back. That is back. 3 UFC fight card packages, as well as 3 guaranteed max fight picks for $100. Do the math, guys. Max fight picks are $25 by themselves. Cards $29.99. Smoking deal right there. But again, if you want a free UFC fight pick, no purchase required, no credit card required. You do have to create an account. You have to have an account on our website. That you need to. But if you want one for free, it's right on our website. And I just posted a link in the comment section of this video. Premium plays, which have been on fire. 3-1 yesterday. Premium plays have actually only had 1 losing day out of the last 10. 1 outright losing day. Now, we've had a couple 2-2s where we dropped a tiny bit of juice. But as far as outright losing days, we've had 1 over the last 10 days. That's it. And it was a 1-2 day. Buy 3, get 3 free, $99 right on the website, guys. Instant access to them. There's 4 premium plays posted from NBA, college football, and Major League Baseball today. But what I want to do, because we got a lot to talk about, we don't have a lot of time to talk about it, so we're going to do the speed version of this. We're going to do the quick game day breakdowns. I'm going to try and touch on as many of them as I can, all right? But I still want to hit the NBA, still want to hit a little bit about Major League Baseball. Want to bounce around for you guys, all right? First of all, Tulsa, Oklahoma State. We have a free play on that one in the daily free play video. Make sure you watch that video. And at the very end of that video or during that video, at any time during that video, make sure you enter your guess. We're giving away a Capper's Direct swag package. All right, and the more people that participate, the better the prizes will be. The more that participate, the better that the prizes will be. We're looking at doing a big one on Monday with a prize package that's swag and money towards your BetOnline account as well. That's what I'm working for. That's what I'm pushing towards. Hopefully we're able to get it. I'm pretty sure I will. I usually get what I want. It's the kind of person that I am. Usually get what I want. Tony Hill, who do I like in college football today? There's a few things that I like today, and we're going to go over all of that. I'm going to be straight up and honest with people, with the exception of our big guaranteed Saturday play at noon Eastern, the free play on the Tulsa, Oklahoma State game. There's a premium play that I like that's in college football. I haven't released my personal plays yet. I will be releasing those when we're done with the live show. But as far as college football today, there's a few things that I like. I'm not in love with what we're putting out. I love what we're putting out with the card today as far as college football goes. You know, it's lacking a lot of thunder in my opinion. But, you know, I mean, let's be honest. We're lucky to have what we have. And beggars can't be choosers. So we'll take 2 nickels, rub them together, and we'll come up with a $50 bill, all right? And that's exactly what we're going to do today. Michael says he likes Duke, thinks Marshall can hang. We're going to try and take a look at all of those games. Our college football has been on point. NFL has been on point. And we're going to continue it that way as well. Chris, what's going on, says he likes Tulane laying 6.5. Lewis, good morning. Old Outdoors TV says, I'm on Leeds and Fulham over 2.5 goals. Odds minus $1.10 looks good for me. I actually have on BetOnline Leeds and Fulham, which starts in 18 minutes over 2.5, is actually minus 206 on BetOnline as far as the odds go on that one. Now, taking a look just a little bit more, because, you know, I did take a look at that game. And how about the Everton and West Bromwich Avalon game? 5-2 final. Do we see a bunch of scoring in the Leeds game? You know, that's... one thing that I was trying to take a look at and get a read. I mean, when Leeds played Fulham last, which was in June, you know, they beat them 3-0. They beat them 3-0. And all their goals were before the Fulham red card, if you guys remember. Tim, can you guess more than once in that game for the contest? No. For the contest, no. Unfortunately, only one guess per person. Only one guess per person. And your guess must be in before the game goes off. So as far as Leeds and Fulham go real quick, you know, it probably goes over. I'm not too optimistic. Not too optimistic for the over. I do like the over 1 first half total, which has actually been bet up. It's minus $1.12 right now. I do like the over, actually minus $1.18 right now. I do like that one for the first half. I do lean towards that one other than the game. And we'll get to college football here. Manchester United at 9:30 as well. You got to lay a little juice with them, minus 263 against Crystal Palace. Arsenal laying $1.64 against West Ham. That one's attractive as well later on in the afternoon. That one is attractive later on in the afternoon. All right, so moving to college football. Just getting our live odds up for college football. And let's get ready to have some fun today, all right? Let's get ready to have some fun. And we're going to bounce. I'm going to bounce around. There's no particular order that I'm going to do the games. We're going to bounce around from little bit to little bit. All right, if you're new to our YouTube channel, do yourself a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button right down below. We go live 7 days a week here on YouTube, on our website, cappersdirect.com, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. Hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss a beat. We'll be live again. Let me check. Let me send an email. Nathan, thank you for letting me know that. I don't do the UFC as far as posting or anything like that goes. So let me check. They might have activated the wrong page because I know there's 2 free UFC fight package pages. So I'm sending, give me 1 second, guys. Let me send a little message to them right now. All right. So give them a minute. I'm sure they'll see that, and keep in mind they posted that in the middle of the night. So if he did screw it up, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me it being in the middle of the night. So give them just a second. Give them just check back in 2 minutes. I bet it's fixed. But thank you, Nathan. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. That way I could have them fix it. All right. LJ Soul says Boston College +6. We're gonna, matter of fact, we'll dive into that game first. I've seen a handful of you talking about the Boston College and Duke game. And I do have a strong opinion on this one. I just don't know if I'm ready to pull the trigger on it. First of all, Boston College, Duke coming off their loss last week to Notre Dame, 27-13. They hung in with with Notre Dame. But Notre Dame was lacking a lot of thunder last week. All right. First of all, taking a look at Duke last week. Where they lacked was in their rush game. They averaged 2.5 yards per carry against Notre Dame. Granted, it's against Notre Dame. They had 75 rushing yards on 30 attempts for 2.5 yards per carry. They did make up for it a little bit, 7 yards on average per passing attempt, 259 in the air. They put up 13 measly points against Notre Dame. But if you ask me, that was 7 points too much, because we were on Notre Dame last week, and Duke definitely covered the spread 1-0, covering the spread 0-1 on the under, 0-1 on the over, as their game did go under. Boston College 9-1 against the spread, guys, in their last 10 games on the road as an underdog of 7 or less points. Duke is 1-9 against the spread their last 10 games at home as a favorite of 7 or less points. Duke 15-4 to the under at home as a favorite of 7 or less points. LJ says, I think Notre Dame was just getting themselves prepped for the season. No spring game. Here's the thing, in my opinion. A lot of these teams we haven't seen yet, okay? A lot of these teams haven't had full contact drills. Look what happened in Navy against BYU. They didn't have a contact practice. Their first time making any hit at all was against BYU, and they absolutely got slaughtered. New quarterback coming in, trying to replace the kid that went to the NFL, all of that stuff. So as far as this week goes, next week goes, a lot of these teams have a lot of rust to break off, all right? Especially in their first couple possessions. So whereas one of the things that I love to hammer is first quarter overs. A lot of times you'll find them at 7.5 or 7 or 9.5. And some of these high-powered offenses that just have a potent offense will come out and they'll put up 14 by themselves. And it's been easy. What should be easy has been hard in the first half for some teams. All right? So a lot of these games, I steer clear of betting, as of right now, betting a full game over or betting a first half over. People say, oh, well, what about the first half of this one, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. First half overs, it's going to be very hard for you to twist my arm into betting something as of right now, unless it's two teams that have already knocked some of the rust off. Now, Miami and Louisville later on today, you may be able to twist my arm. Miami has already played. They were very lackluster in their opener. And Louisville, same thing. It took them a little to get started. Now, they did put up a touchdown in the first quarter of their game. However, they allowed one by Western Kentucky. They didn't just allow one. They allowed 3 touchdowns. One in the first, one in the third, and one in the fourth. All right? Awesome. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. That way I could get them to fix it for not just you, but everybody. But as far as this one goes, as far as Duke, Boston College, first of all, as far as the game goes, the game itself, take a look at recent history. There is none. All right? Taking a look at recent history, there is none. Anybody who goes out and tells you, oh my Lord, last time Duke could barely cover, yada, yada, yada. First of all, that game was ancient. That game was in 2015. So take any head-to-head information that you know about these two teams, crumple it up, throw that shit in the dumpster, and then light it on fire, because none of it matters for today. Especially with this being Boston College's first game of the season. All right? Especially with this one being the first game of the season. Now, Boston College's last actual game, they got smoked by Cincinnati, who is playing today, laying the big 34, and is the 13th ranked team in the country, without ever playing a game by virtue of other teams not playing. Imagine that one. Cincinnati, the 13th ranked team in the country. That'll change quick. But anyways, as far as this one goes, taking a look at the numbers, because in reality, it's the numbers that matter on this game. Which direction are we betting? We taking the over? We taking the under? We taking BC? We taking Duke? First of all, as of right now, Boston College is catching 4 points. It's down to 3.5. All right? Duke is laying 3.5. The over and under is set at 51. Cincinnati is a pretty good team. They're definitely not the 13th best ranked team in the country. That I can guarantee you. Now, maybe with, not even with what we have today. maybe with what's playing today and has started playing and has started playing. But as far as everything else, in my opinion, they're definitely not. Check my email. I did. I'm looking at my email right now. I don't see any email from you, Carlos, or at least I haven't got one yet. Make sure you emailed me correctly, Kyle@cappersdirect.com. Chris, Boston College, we haven't seen. Exactly. So, a lot of these are going to be hard. I just posted in the comment section, Carlos, my email address, but I haven't seen anything yet come across. But if I get something, I'll let you know. I just double-checked again. Nothing there, buddy. But as far as this one goes, total over and under 51, Duke putting up 13 against Notre Dame. They couldn't run the ball. Boston College, notoriously fairly decent at stopping the run. As far as this one goes, Boston College coming out slow. Duke's lackluster offense. Duke's defense held Notre Dame, high-powered offense, which was knocking the rust off as well. It gave up 178 yards on the ground and 263 in the air. They were -1 on turnovers. And Notre Dame ran the ball. They ran 42 rushing plays, 31 passing plays, 73 total plays on offense. I do lean towards the under 51 in this one. All right. As far as the side of this one goes, I don't have an opinion on the side. My opinion on this one is watch and see. To be honest, I don't know what we're going to get out of Boston College this year. All right. Now, if they were getting more, if they were still +6 or +5.5, I'd probably lean towards them. But they're only getting 3.5 right now. They're getting a field goal and a half, a point plus that. I'd have to steer clear of it. My personal opinion. And keep in mind, guys, let me explain what a lean is. A lean is not a premium play. A lean is not a personal play. A lean is not a free play. Now, some of these leans I will actually bet. And when I give out a lean that I will actually bet, I will tell you. For instance, yesterday, I told you guys that yesterday I leaned towards the Kansas City Royals, team total over 3.5, and that I was going to bet it. And I bet it during the live show, and I was going to more than likely bet it again, which I did 2 more times. Give me 1 second, folks. So, as far as a lean goes, if I'm going to bet it, I will tell you I'm going to bet it. Or I will tell you I probably will bet it, or I'm waiting for this to happen before I bet it, or whatever the case may be. So for further reference, a lean is strictly a lean. It's one way that I'm leaning towards. Doesn't mean I'm firing on it, all right? But if I have a lean that I'm going to fire on, I will give you full disclosure, and I will let you know. All right. As far as this game going under, it's a lean. As far as the side, I'd like to say Boston College, but I can't. What I would lean on is I would lean on Duke for the sole fact that they've got a game under their belt. I liked what I saw with them on defense. As a matter of fact, I don't know if it was what I liked about what I saw with them on defense, or it was Notre Dame's lack of offense. Okay? But as far as this one, this early in the season, this game, I would monitor the line for a tad bit longer. I mean, you've got 2 hours before kickoff. I would monitor, I'd pay close attention, and I'd see where that money comes in at and see where the line goes on this one. As of right now, 53% of the money is on Duke, 47% on Boston College. If that number was to flip-flop, this line has already dropped. So that means the money has been coming in on Boston College to get that number to go down. But if that number drops to 3, I would be more inclined to put a small wager on it. All right, I'd be more inclined to put a small wager on Duke, that is. But as of right now, I do lean towards Duke laying the 3.5. I'm just not sold on it yet. I'm not sold on Duke. The fact that they couldn't rush the ball. They had 30 rushing attempts for 75 yards, averaging 2.5 yards per carry. 2.5 yards per carry is not going to do diddly squat for Duke this year. All right? It is not going to do jack in the ACC. Tim says this show is totally true. Carlos, I got an email from you, brother, but it just says your name. It's a blank email. I didn't get anything else in there, brother. I did get an email, but there's nothing in it. It's empty. Oh, you sent it again? Okay, I'll let you know when I get that one. But Robert, yeah, the line was 6. The line was 6 on this one. But as far as it today being 3.5, I don't know if there's value in Boston College not seeing what they were. Or not seeing what do I need? I don't even know what the email is for, Carlos. All I did was I got an email that was blank. I'm not sure what you're asking for, sir. Asher D says, good morning, everybody, and have a great Saturday and good luck. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Everybody, if you're new to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button right down below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. We'll be live again at 9:30, just so everybody knows. Just so everybody knows, we'll be live at 9:30 for the live wager show. That'll be geared strictly towards live wagers. That's what we'll be going over. Carlos, I can't discuss that on the YouTube video, but you need to send me a screenshot of your account being created and a dated deposit. It says everything that you need to do right on my Twitter, brother. But feel free to get with me after the show, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. All right. Moving right along. So, I mean, those are just leans on that one, guys. I lean towards the under, I lean towards Duke. I'd monitor the line. If that line was to drop another 0.5 point, I'd probably be inclined to bet it. All right? I'd probably be able to be inclined to bet it. Archer, I haven't trusted. LT, good morning, my brother. I haven't trusted Notre Dame in years. Jay, good morning. PS4, good morning. Does Notre Dame go over the total? We'll take a look at that game right now. We'll bump to that game, then we'll go back to some of the other ones, because remember, I don't have time to do them all today, so we're just going to bounce around. The next one we will do South Florida and Notre Dame now. So let me switch over to that one, and we'll bounce around. We'll do that one, then we'll go back towards a couple of the morning games. See if we can hit some of the morning games first, because I'm not on a lot of the morning games. I don't have a lot of early plays. Guaranteed Saturday is early this morning. Absolutely love that one. Game number 139-140, South Florida, Notre Dame. Notre Dame 1-0 on the year, 0-1 against the spread, 0-1 to the over. South Florida 1-0 on the year, 1-0 against the spread, as well as another under. All right, slow start last week. For Notre Dame. Cause to be concerned? I'd say no. Knocking the rust off, preparing for their first time in a conference and conference play, it's a whole different ball game. Guys. They get South Florida today. Taking a look at what each team did last week. All right? South Florida. They played Citadel. Woo! Wow. They played Citadel. Laying 16.5, they won by 21. Watch out, folks. South Florida beat Citadel by 21. 27-6. 27-6. Now, what did they do? They put up 302 yards rushing on the ground. Put up 102 yards passing. Watch out, folks. That South Florida team's going to be a passing son of a gun this year. More than likely not. They averaged 4.1 yards per passing attempt. However, they averaged 7.7 yards per carry against Citadel. Who would need to pass the ball if you're averaging 7.7 yards per carry? But one thing that I can assure you, they're not going to run those numbers against Notre Dame. Notre Dame held Duke last week to 2.5 yards per carry. On 30 attempts, Duke had 75 yards rushing. Now Notre Dame on offense. They put up 178 yards on the ground, 4.2 yards per carry, 263 in the air, averaging 8.5 yards per passing attempt. Both teams ended up in the green on turnovers. South Florida controlling turnovers +3, not that hard against Citadel. Notre Dame ended up +1 on the turnover game. When it comes to South Florida's defense, these are things that I don't like. They allowed Citadel to put up 200 yards on the ground. Granted, they ran the ball 54 times. They put up 84 yards passing, 4.7 yards per passing attempt, 3.7 yards per rushing attempt. South Florida 10-0 on the under as an underdog of 20 or more points. South Florida 2-8 against the spread after a straight-up win. Notre Dame is 8-2 against the spread at home in a non-conference versus non-Power 5. Well, folks, this is a conference play game for Notre Dame. After this, Notre Dame gets Wake Forest next week, whereas South Florida gets the Florida Atlantic Owls. As far as this game goes, taking a look at the numbers on this one. South Florida catching 23.5 points. Notre Dame laying 23.5. Total on this one, 48 points. Now, Duke put up 13 points on Notre Dame. Well, it sure as hell wasn't easy for Duke to get the 13. They put up 3 in the first, 3 in the second, and 7 points in the third. As far as this game goes, with Notre Dame laying 23.5. First of all, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't have $1 on this game. So when I'm giving you my opinion, it is a 100% unbiased opinion. Leads 1-0. Right out of the get-go. Hold on one second, folks. Brad, I just replied to your text message. I just replied to it. But as far as this one goes, I'm not sold on Notre Dame laying 23.5. I'm not. I'm not sold. Oh, yay, by the way, what's going on, everybody? And for the record, everybody on my personal plays, I will be sending out my personal plays as soon as we're off the live show. Rest assured, nobody's going to miss anything. Oh, yay, by the way, what's going on? Seneca Rogers, what's going on? Old Outdoors TV says it was a beautiful goal. Well, I hope they get another one because I did have a little lean on the over 1, and that's the only thing that I put on this one. Although I did do a parlay. I took all 3 favorites in the English Premier League that were left, and I've got a $1,000 parlay on them. That I cannot lie. It's $1,000 that pays $28.36. See if I get lucky on that one. Arsenal, Manchester United, and Leeds. but a long way to go before that parlay cashes. But as far as this game goes, back to this game, guys. As far as this game, I'm not sold on Notre Dame laying the 23.5. All right? I'm not sold on them. If I did anything on this one, I'd probably take a stab, even though everything trends to the under. Everything trends to the under, but I like to buck trends. Yesterday, Lakers and the over, right? Everybody taking the Celtics the first two games. Now, I'm not saying I'm taking them or taking the Heat on game 3 today, but I took the Heat in game 1, Heat on game 2. I like to buck the trends. So as far as this game goes, I'd have to say I lean towards the over. And maybe a lean on South Florida plus the 23.5. However, I won't put any money on South Florida plus the 23.5. In all rights, all accountability, and all intents and purposes, Notre Dame should win by 30-something points. I just don't know if Notre Dame's ready for that yet. So I'll just sit back on the sidelines. I'll kick back and I'll watch. But I will definitely lean towards Notre Dame with the over of 48 now. Pat says, haha, I put a little bet on that over first half. The first half was over 1. I needed 1 goal to break even. 1 goal to break even, so I did put a little one on that. So as far as South Florida, Notre Dame, I do lean towards the over 48. I think it gets there. I don't think it gets there easy. But as of right now, I do lean towards the over. I agree with you, Robert. That I definitely do. All right, so next up, we're going to take a look at Tulsa and Oklahoma State. All right? We do have a free play out on this game. If you want to know what it is, please don't. If you already know what it is, please don't post it in the comment section. Please go watch our daily free play video. We do have a great free play on this one. And in the daily free play video, I will let you guys know we are running a contest where we're giving out to anybody that guesses the correct score and the winner of the Tulsa-Oklahoma State game. It's free to you guys. Capper's Direct hat. I promise it won't be the game-used mug. It'll be a brand new one, sealed, plastic, all that. Capper's Direct t-shirt. The whole swag package. In that video. All right? Now, as far as this game goes, it's game 141, 142. This one, I like. First of all, Oklahoma State laying 23.5. Another big spread game going up against Tulsa. Tulsa catching 23.5. Minus 105 for the dog. Minus 115 for the favorite. Total on this one, over and under 66 points. The juice has moved a little bit. It's minus $1.15. The juice has moved. The number has not just yet. First half total, 34.5. First quarter total 14. Johnny K says, I want a t-shirt. And remember, you can always buy our swag. It's at shop.cappersdirect.com. As well as on our website, cappersdirect.com. Just click on that shop link. Hats, t-shirts, mugs, the whole works. And it's definitely some good stuff. We got some new stuff coming out as well. But again, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button right now. That way you don't miss a beat. We go live 7 days a week. Putting out free play videos 7 days a week. We go live 7 days a week. Free plays, I think we're on a 6-1-1 run the last 2 days. That's 100% free. The difference between us guys, I actually bet the games. I post copies of my tickets on my Twitter all day long. I actually log into my accounts and I bet the games live, mirroring the screen, showing you guys that I'm actually betting. And I don't just bet peanuts, I bet thousands of dollars, which is peanuts to some. But I bet thousands of dollars on every game that I give you guys. If I'm giving it out as a free play, I have money on it. And usually thousands of dollars. That's the difference between me and a bunch of the other clowns out there, is I actually bet and I prove it on a daily basis. Nobody else out there can say that. So rest assured, if I give you a free play, chances are it's either one of our premium plays or one of my personal plays. So hit that subscribe button. We'll be live again at 9:30 on the West Coast, 12:30 on the East Coast with Live Wager. It's something that we're doing that's geared 100% strictly towards in-game and live betting. So basically the second quarter of the first set of games, we'll be live looking for little angles to squeeze in and out of and make some extra money and help you guys 100% free. So hit that subscribe button right now. Also, if you haven't already done so, do us a huge favor. Give us a big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the free content. Definitely helps get our video trending on YouTube. And then, to the one douchebag for the thumbs down, we thank you for being here and gracing us with your presence as well. Your life is that miserable that you still come and join us. I know you love that free money. I know you love that free money. Who wouldn't? It don't matter if you don't like me. It don't matter if you don't like me. It's cool. You're welcome here. Everybody's welcome here. This is the Barbershop Talk of Sports Betting. All right, guys, that's why you see the barbershop poll. We actually have a real one. It just needs to be hung. I need to make a bracket myself. Yeah, Nathan, there's always that one thumbs down or two or three. And, you know, it's okay. I get it. Not everybody likes me. But everybody loves making that dough. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, so going to bounce around. Let's take a look. Austin Peay and Cincinnati this morning. Big spread game. Another one. Oh, well, hold on. I'm getting off track. We're still on Tulsa and Oklahoma State. Ranting and raving, and I get off topic. Thank you for the second thumbs down. We greatly appreciate your douchebag presence as well. All right, and if cursing offends you, I do apologize. I was a United States sailor, so occasionally I drop a bad word. But remember, this is the gambling business. We should all be above 21 years old, and if hearing a naughty word hurts your ears, I do apologize. If you watch me around your children, I do apologize. And I definitely try and tone it down and conduct myself in an appropriate manner. I do have children myself. Brad says, how do you watch these college and NFL games? Well, Brad, I watch them on what's called a television. I don't know how you watch them, but I watch them on a television. I'm just teasing you. I've got the 4 screens behind me. I have... Here in the office, we have every single sports package that DirecTV offers. All right, every single game, if it's on DirecTV, we have it here in the office. All right, so I'm just teasing you, Brad. All right, so back to Tulsa and Oklahoma State. Let's talk about Oklahoma State and what we're going to get out of there. Shapendi, good morning. And what are we going to get out of them? Now, I've seen a lot of talk about Oklahoma State being Big 12 title contenders. LJ, if you want a team for an over and under, go watch our daily free play video. There's a good free play in there. Oh, yeah, by the way, you're definitely welcome. And we got more where that came from. Another winning day coming tomorrow. All right. As far as Oklahoma State being title contenders, I don't know about that one. Terry, rewind just a little bit. We gave out a lean on the side and the total of that game. We're on Tulsa, Oklahoma State here. But I do have one problem for you guys. We do have a small situation. The free play board. It's empty. The free play board is empty. Matter of fact, the camera's off anyways. So let's power up that camera. That way we can get the free play board updated because there's nothing on it. What does that mean? It means we need to give you guys a free play. So, as far as this game goes, Oklahoma State, their high-powered offense, definitely getting lucky, Michael Gundy, all right? Tylan Wallace, star wide receiver. He is going to be a great NFL draft pick next season. He's returning this year. Chuba Hubbard, the running back for Oklahoma State. He's back. And he's back with a vengeance. This kid ran for what? Just under 2,100 yards last year? 21 touchdowns? Spencer Sanders, the freshman quarterback last year, he's back. Freshman, he didn't throw no 4,000 passing yards, but he definitely had a lot of good things behind him. And I expect big things out of him this year in the Big 12. He put up just under 2,100 passing yards. He had just over 625 rushing yards. It's definitely going to be a powerhouse of a game. And Paxton07 said first time here, one on the Heat game too. Appreciate it. You're very welcome. Thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss a beat. We gave out 3 and 1 on free plays yesterday. The big one was the Lakers laying the 7. Premium play was also on the over. We killed it, and we're going to kill it again today. As far as these two teams, the one thing, and I went over this in the beginning of the show, talking about college football. The one thing that we have to be worried about is a slow start. All right? We have to be careful for a slow start. Now, for everybody that doesn't know, Tulsa did get a nice big transfer in. All right? They did get a big transfer this year. Quarterback Zach Smith, coming from Memphis, put up just under 3,300 yards, 19 touchdowns. Zach Smith, another high-powered offense. Tulsa should be able to put up some points. Oklahoma State's defense has always been trash. Oklahoma State 12-3-1 against the spread in non-conference games. Tulsa 4-11 against the spread against the Big 12. Oklahoma State is 44-12 to the over at home when favored by 7 or more points. When they're laying the juice, they usually go over. All right? Now, these two teams did play each other last year, almost 1 year ago. They played on the 14th of September last year, with Oklahoma State beating Tulsa 40-21. The line was 14. The favorite covered. The total was 64. It stayed under. Scott, thank you, sir. Glad to have you on board. Don't forget, guys and gals, premium plays, 3 days free. All right, buy 3, get 3 free on my personal plays or premium plays. It's $99. We have been absolutely on fire. Premium plays have had one outright losing day out of the last 10 days on the full premium plays. There's 4 today, so don't miss out. It's going to be another great day. My personal play is going to be another great day today. And we're going to absolutely keep killing it, guys. So if you're not on board yet, get on board. Guaranteed Saturday is an early game. And you don't want to miss it. So back to this game. As far as the side on this game, we'll go over that here. As far as the side, we'll go over that here. If you want the free play on the total, go watch the daily free play video. It's in there. But I'll give you a hint. I like a lot of points in this one. All right, but as far as the side on this one, with all intents and purposes, Oklahoma State is going to put up some big numbers. Freshman quarterback last year, he's going to be better this year. Spencer Sanders will be better this year. Returning Hubbard. Returning, what's his face? Wallace, the wide receiver. Gundy's team's going to be stacked this year. However, Tulsa, getting that nice junior quarterback transfer from Memphis, is going to be a huge pick-me-up for Tulsa. Tulsa hung with them last year. I think they can hang with them again this year. I think they can keep it within 23 points. I don't think it's a full Oklahoma State blowout. But I do think Tulsa can hang with them. I do lean, and keep in mind, guys, for everybody that's just tuning in, a lean is just which direction I'm leaning towards. It doesn't mean it's a full wager just yet. Doesn't mean I'm betting it. But if I am going to be betting it, and it's just a small little lean bet, I'll be more than happy to give you guys a full disclosure. But as of right now, I do lean towards Tulsa plus the 23.5. It's minus 1.5, minus 105, excuse me. So if you're on Bet Online, you could actually get plus 24, minus $1.15, which is what I would lean towards. I would lay the extra 5-cent juice to get them up to 24. All right. So plus 24 is minus $1.15. That's what I do lean towards. As far as the total, I like a lot of points. Take a look at the first quarter. I love me first quarter overs. All right. First quarter over on this one is 14 points. First quarter over is 14 points. The only thing that worries me is the rust that both of these teams' offenses have. All right? Now, there's rust on defense as well. There's rust on defense as well. Okay? That we're going to get. However, when it comes to the offense, I think the rust is usually a little more extreme. So I do lean towards the first quarter over 14, but I'm not in love with it. I'm not in love with it. So I do lean towards the first quarter over. I think the first half over 34.5 is a better option. I think the first half over 34.5 is a better option than the first quarter in this one, to be honest, guys. Now, Tulsa's team total is 21. Oklahoma State, 44. I like every direction about the totals here. I like just about everything we can get about it. I do like it. All right, Carlos, I'll check the email when we get off the live show, all right? Randy, I see your email, sir, and I'll get your account. Just let me know in your email if you're watching, Randy, if you want premiums or my personal plays. But I see you created an account as well, and we'll discuss that later. So, as far as this one goes, I do lean towards Tulsa plus the points, as well as really the first half over. And if you want the actual official free play, watch the daily free play video. Make sure you enter the contest in there. I want to give somebody some swag, all right? I want to give somebody some swag. And matter of fact, we will do a little contest in here right now. We got a lot of people in here. So I'm going to give away some swag. And I need something to write on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, so for some Cappers Direct swag, the first person, and I'm going to say this, the first person on my screen, not your guys's, because your guys' is delayed compared to mine. But the first person to guess a number between 0 and 100, I will send you some Cappers Direct swag. And go. Try not to flood the comments too fast, folks. Right? Just kidding. And then we're going to get some official free plays out there because as of right now, we don't have anything on the board. But as of right now, we don't have anything on the board, and we're going to change that. We are going to change that. Jerry, good morning. Mr. Brackens, good morning. See, now I get to see who's here. Jay, good morning. Dem Boys is in the house. Henry Warden, Eric, Michael, Celis, Justin Gibbs. Catered to you by Chef Jeff in the house. Anthony, Carlos, Tim, Fam in the house. Mr. Bass. Jerry getting close. And here comes the guesses. Now the screen is going too fast for me. Now the screen is going too fast for me. All right. We have a winner. Let me just go back and double check, but we have a winner. And he has been a long-time viewer. Interesting. Shit just going crazy this morning. I guess that means we got to get to free plays, all right? We got to get to free plays. But the number was 27. Nathan, I believe... Nathan, I believe you were beat. Dem Boys had 27. As well as Nathan. You guys were very close. I didn't see Dem Boys' first, so I was going to announce Nathan. But Dem Boys and Nathan, I will both send you both a Cappers Direct swag package. Nathan, make sure your address... You guys email me. Email me your address and your username on the website if you have it. That way I can send you guys out a swag package. And also in your email, let me know what size t-shirts you wear. We have sizes from small to XXX. All right, let me get this screens back on, so don't go anywhere. There we go. So send me an email, and then I'll make sure packages get sent out to you. All right, so time to get this show on the road. You know, we could use a little goal in that Leeds game. You know, over 1 first half, it'd be nice to see 2. All right, so as far as this one goes, we already went over the Tulsa-Oklahoma State game. I do have an issue, all right? I have a big issue. There's nothing, not that you guys can see it because but right over there, there's nothing on that board. There is nothing on that board. All right? So, always fun to give away packages. Always fun to do stuff. Let me make a note of this. All right. So let's bounce around. Let's go over to Cincinnati and Austin Peay. All right, guys? Cincinnati and Austin Peay today. Cincinnati laying the big number today. This is one of your early games, folks. This is one of your noon Eastern time games. Remember, there's not a lot that I'm like really in love with when it comes to college football this week. Now, there are some, and we're going to pick and choose our spots accordingly. That way we have another winning week. All right? As far as this game goes, in Cincinnati's big number. Now, they're coming in ranked 13th. I think they were 20th at the end of last season. And they jumped to 13th before ever playing a game. By virtue of other teams not being or playing in a season this year. As far as this game goes, and what to expect. First of all, Austin Peay, they're 0-2 already. Cincinnati hasn't played. All right. Pittsburgh beat them 55-0. Central Arkansas beat them 24-17. What do I expect out of this? Can I be honest with you guys? Because I think I can. You guys could be honest with me. I'm expecting another beatdown. Assuming you guys could find a line, because there was a line this morning and I'm not seeing it right now on Bet Online. They might have pulled it. But Cincinnati was laying 34.5. If you can still find 34.5, Antonio, what's going on? If you can find 34.5, I like 34.5. If you can find it. As of right now, I'm not seeing it. All right? As of right now, I'm not seeing it. It was there there it is. It's 37.5. It's 37.5. So if I was going to do anything, 37.5 points is a lot. Okay, so here's my thinking. You're either laying the 37.5, which I'm not opposed to, or you're laying and taking the over 53.5. Now, Pitt had no issue going over the total, but they had to do it themselves. Okay? Pitt had to do it themselves to go over the total. Now, I think Cincinnati rolls. I think they smash them. I think it's 42-0 before long. So if you're able to get it, it was 34.5 this morning. It's 37.5. If you're able to get it, I like it. All right? Even the over 53.5. I think Cincinnati comes out and smashes them. So I'm going to put a small free play, and this is a small one, and I'll get you guys on a real good one. All right? But I do want to I am taking Cincinnati. I just bet it. Matter of fact, I just bet it to win 500, and I'll show the ticket off. I literally just bet it on Bet Online. Let me log into this computer. That way I could snap a screenshot and show you guys. Because that's the one difference between me is I actually bet the games, guys. All right? Now, I'm not in love with a big play of 37.5. It's nothing that I'm going to go drop $2,000 or $3,000 on. But what I will do is I will put a nickel on it. It was actually 600 to win 500. There we go. Fulham tied it up. Not good for the game or for that parlay, but good for the first half over, baby. Small little lean on that one. But nonetheless, here's a copy of my ticket. Hopefully give you guys the confidence to follow me to a nice little winner. And when I say little, I can't even see it. My eyes are so bad because this screen is so far away. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for it, folks. I'm looking for it. All right, this should be the screenshot right here. So we'll get this one on the screen, show you guys, then I'll put it up on the free play board. There we go. There we go. All right. So now that you guys can see that one, you guys could actually see that I actually bet it. We'll come over here. It'll probably screw up the... Oh, there we... Well... It tried. Now I can't spell. I'm missing a C, huh? Missing the C. All right. Cincinnati laying the 37.5. There's that one. And that's a small one, guys. Don't go out and fire the farm on laying 37.5 points. All right? Laying 37.5 is still a big number. And as Robert says, Austin Peay may not score. So, absolutely, Pat. One more goal for the, no. Oh, yeah, for the full game win, yeah. I think you said Fulham. I'm like, no, not Fulham. Dark edits, cool, we got it. No longer need to hit the K button. Thank you. Alex, good morning. All right, so again, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button right down below. 3 days of premium plays, you get 3 days free. Same thing with my personal plays. Buy 3 days, get 3 days free. It's going to be a great time. Guaranteed Saturday is early. Alex, don't forget, you asked me if it's going to be on sale. It's on sale, my brother, so don't miss out on it. On sale, $50. It is guaranteed to win, or you get the next one free on the house. That is our guarantee to you. Terry says he got his swag package the other day. Fantastic. Glad you like it, my brother. I know I have a couple more to be sending out, as well as the 2 that were given away during the live show today. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. All right, guys, let's start breaking down some more games because I don't have much longer live with you guys, and I want to make sure I put you guys on some winners this morning. All right, we will be back. No matter what time we get off the live feed here, we will be back at 9:30 Pacific time, 12:30 Eastern time with Live Wager, where we'll be going over all in-game betting. So make sure you guys come join me for that one. And that one should be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot, probably even more chaotic than this one. But it'll be a lot of fun. Be a lot of fun. Alex, we wouldn't post it if it wasn't a big fat winner. But yes, I love it. I love it. All right, let's talk Liberty in Western Kentucky. All right, let's talk Liberty in Western Kentucky. First of all, when you talk Liberty, I don't mean to be rude or mean, but when it comes to college football, it's much like the poker table. You got to have your fish. All right? Now, Western Kentucky is Western Kentucky. They're not going to light the world on fire in Conference USA this year. All right? They're 0-1 on the year. They did lose to Louisville. They held tough with Louisville. See? Oh, yeah, by the way, we move lines here with the Cappers Nation live show. When we bet, we move lines. But as far as this game goes, Western Kentucky should have their way with Liberty. I'm not sold on Western Kentucky, first of all. Let's take a look at the line. The line's over at BetOnline. Western Kentucky is now laying 15 points. Leads goal. See, Old Outdoor TV, what was I scared about taking the full game over? The full game over cashes in the first half. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But congratulations to you. But as far as this game, at 15, I'm not sold. 14, you could have got me. The Hilltoppers could have got me betting on them at 14. The line opened up at 12.5, and it's at 15.5 at MGM already. It's at 15 at the Westgate, 15.5 at DraftKings. BetOnline holding strong at 15 minus $1.10. Now, You could take it down to 14 minus $1.30. Lewis, let's go. Moneyline leads, absolutely. I need them for my big parlay. Now, this is one that I would consider taking. The fact that Western Kentucky, college football, Jerry, college football, Western Kentucky held strong against Louisville in their opening day. Now, they put up 21 points. They put up 7 in the first quarter, 7 in the third, 7 in the fourth. Where they got smoked was that second quarter. The second quarter, Louisville put up 3 touchdowns. 2 rushing and a passing, if you guys remember. They put the beat down on them in the second quarter. It's volleyball. It's the Tijuana Turtles. You guys know I love my Tijuana Turtles. And for everybody that's new, we love the races down in TJ. A lot of fun. Inside story for the chat. All right, guys. So, Western Kentucky, as far as the total over and under 51.5, in this situation, I don't know if Liberty's going to put much up, and I could be completely off base here. I could be completely off base. I don't know if I have enough faith in Liberty to hang too strong. Now, granted, I will give you this. Liberty is 7-0 against the spread on the road when it's their first game of the season. How do you go against that? First game on the road, first game of the season on the road, they're 7-0 against the spread. I think the Liberty Flames should be able to put up a touchdown or 2 or touchdown and a half, a.k.a. a field goal and a touchdown. Now, other than that, I think Western Kentucky rolls today. I do lean towards Western Kentucky. Alex will try and touch on that one. I'm just not sold at the minus 15 having to lay more than two scores. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but my pen just died. There we go. So I do lean towards Western Kentucky laying the 15. As far as the total, I am definitely not sold on the over 51.5. First quarter total over 12.5. But we're going to need 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points by Western Kentucky more than likely to get it there. First half total over 26.5. Not sold on that one either. So 0 opinion when it comes to the total. 0 opinion one way or another when it comes to the total. But as far as the side, I do lean towards Western Kentucky. I don't have $1 on that game yet. Not to say that I won't. I might put a small wager on it. Andre, what's going on, brother? If I have a chance to talk about that one a little bit later, I will. Because the next one that I want to talk about, I want to get you guys on, which will be a free play. As far as this one goes, that's what I do lean towards. Now, let's talk another one real quick, because we are running out of time. And I'm not content. Fantastic, Andre. I'm glad to hear. I'm not content with the only free play being on the free play board, Cincinnati laying 37.5. That I am not content with. I think you guys deserve a lot more than that, especially for putting up with my ass at 6 o'clock in the morning for an hour and a half. So I want to change gears here. We're going to talk about another college football game. And Jerry, thank you, sir, for jumping on board. We're going to talk about Syracuse and Pitt. We're going to talk about Syracuse and Pitt for just a minute or two. So I've got that one popping up for everybody. I think this will be a great game. It's game 119 and 120. Syracuse. Oh, Tom Weiner in the house. 0-1 to start the year. Coming off their loss to North Carolina, losing 31-6. Whereas Pitt beat Austin Peay, who we were talking about. They rolled against them 55-0. They took the total over 48.5 all by themselves and covered the 30 points with ease. Pitt 1-0 straight up, 1-0 against the spread, 1-0 to the over. Syracuse 0-1 on everything, 0-1 straight up against the spread. And on the under. Who dat, Bob? Good morning. Hope all is well with you as well. Now, Syracuse, second conference road game to start the season. They're going to have to hope for a better showing than against North Carolina. They're going to get a tough Pittsburgh team today. Pittsburgh 6-1 against the spread before playing Louisville. Syracuse 3-12 against the spread on the road against stout rushing defenses yielding less than 3 yards per carry. Syracuse 13-2 to the under against solid rushing teams with a defense yielding less than 3.35 yards per carry. These two teams did play each other last year. Pitt winning 27-20. Stayed under the total of 52. Big difference in the line from last year to this year. Last year's line had a total of 52. Pittsburgh was laying 3.5 on the road. Here they are at home. They're not laying 3.5. They're laying 20.5 currently at BetOnline. They're laying 20.5 with a total of 47.5. As far as this one goes and what to expect. First of all, take a look at what each team did last year. Let's talk about offense first of all. Syracuse put up 6. That's it. 6. They had 68 rushing yards on 35 attempts, 1.9 yards per carry. Now, I don't think they're going to have an easy time running against Pitt. They should do better than Austin Peay did, and we'll talk about that. Austin Peay put up 3 yards rushing on the entire game. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Syracuse had 134 yards in the air, 3.5 yards per passing attempt, 1.9 yards per carry. Going to be unacceptable today against a Pittsburgh defense and a Pittsburgh offense that can put points up. Pitt, the 25th ranked team in the country, had 147 on the ground, 4.2 yards per carry. They ran the ball 35 times. They were on offense. They controlled the clock. They ran 63 offensive plays. They put up 55 points on Austin Peay. 309 yards passing, 11 yards per passing attempt, 8.3 yards per point. On the defensive side of things, Syracuse gave up 31 points. They gave up 160 yards rushing, 4.6 yards per carry. Pitt should be able to run the ball as much or as little as they want to. Syracuse gave up 303 yards to a North Carolina passing game. They gave up 8.7 yards per passing attempt, and they were +2 on turnovers. Syracuse still ended up +2 on turnovers, and they got the beat down. As far as the Pitt defense, they gave up 3 rushing yards to Austin Peay. Now it's Austin Peay, all right? They're going to get beat down today. Syracuse did blow chances. They did blow chances, absolutely. Absolutely. Is Syracuse on the same level as Pitt? I do not think so. Coaching, Syracuse for years has shown horrible coaching decisions. Now, they've had a couple great games where they covered against Clemson years ago. Pitt gave up 136 yards passing, 4.1 yards per passing attempt. They were +3 on the turnovers, and they shut out all Austin Peay 55-0. As far as this game goes, Pitt is 7-3 in their last 10 meetings in 2018, excuse me. They beat them by a touchdown. They have been close meetings for the most part. Their last 5 meetings, they've played every year, obviously, in the ACC. They've had close meetings. But as far as this one goes, some will call me crazy, some will call us crazy, and that is perfectly fine. And that is perfectly fine. But in this one, guys, and this is a free play, and it's a premium play, but we are rolling with Pitt, and we could be completely off track here. But I like what I saw with Pitt, not just last year, but this year. I'm not on the Syracuse bandwagon. Alex, you should be fine with the line movement, or else we would let everybody know not to bet it. Andre, it's a side, and the line movement is just fine. 100% fine. If it wasn't, we wouldn't allow anybody to bet it. Remember, when we put out a football play, especially guaranteed Saturday, we're not worried about a point or two by any means. So we are taking Pitt laying the 20.5. It is a premium play. So call me crazy, call me stupid. I don't care what it is, but I'm cashing a ticket on Pitt. I'm cashing a ticket on Pitt. All right? I'm cashing a ticket on Pittsburgh. They're 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 games. They cover the 20.5. Personally, I think they blow them out by a lot more than that today. Does the game go over? It's only going to matter if Syracuse can put some points up on the board. So as far as this one goes, if Syracuse puts up a couple points, a couple touchdowns, I think the game goes over. But if Syracuse continues their trend, which, let's be honest, did they blow chances last week? They did. However, they put up 68 rushing yards. You want to win in college football, you need to rush the ball more than 68 yards a game. It's not like they only ran it 10 times. They ran it 35 times. They had 73 passing plays. They put up 68 on the ground, 134 in the air. Tim, is 21 okay? Absolutely. So as far as this one goes, I think Pitt's the favorite here. I think they're favored for a reason. And I think they make some big plays. I think it's a nice big route today. All right, so free play, free official play. Flash it on the board again for everybody just tuning in. Old Pitt laying 20.5. All right, Old Pitt laying 20.5. Now, unfortunately, I do have to get off the live feed, and I don't want to because we've got over 200 people here, and we're absolutely rolling. All right, don't forget our Guaranteed Saturday. Guaranteed a winner, you get the next one free. $50. It is an early game, so make sure you don't miss out. My personal plays, which have been on fire. Premium plays, which have only had one outright losing day out of the last 10. There's 4 premium plays today. Football, college football, NBA, and Major League Baseball. I think we're sweeping the board today, folks. I gave you guys one of them, so if you want the other 3, get on board. Buy 3 days, get 3 days free. Now, I will be live again in 1.5 hours. At 9:30 West Coast, Pacific time, guys. 12:30 on the East Coast, we'll be live again right here. You can watch it on our website, cappersdirect.com, Twitter, YouTube. You can watch it right here. It'll be live wager. As well, I will give you, everybody that shows up to the live wager show, not only are we going to be giving out live wagers and in-game betting, but I will give out a free play, one of my personal plays, on the NBA game later tonight. I've been red hot in the latter stages of the playoffs in the NBA. We had the Lakers with their blowout yesterday, and I explained to you guys the reasons why it was going to happen. So many people, even in the office, no way it happens. No way. The Nuggets. Oh my God. People can't stop slobbering on them. Lakers, the over. The Heat. What happens today between the Celtics and the Heat? Maybe I take them on game 3. Maybe I take the Celtics. We have a premium play on the total. If you want it, get on board the premium plays. But if you watch live wager in an hour and a half, not only are we going to have hopefully a bunch of live wagers, which I can't predict that because it only is what I'm actually going to be betting. But I will give you my personal play on the NBA game later tonight. So make sure you guys tune in an hour and a half. And remember, tomorrow we'll be live breaking down the NFL at 6 a.m. on the West Coast, 9 a.m. on the East Coast. We're going to do it all again tomorrow. There'll be a live wager show tomorrow, partially through the second quarter, probably closer to 10:30 tomorrow on the West Coast. But we will be live twice tomorrow. Same thing, Cappers Nation live in the morning, breaking down all the games, as well as the live wager tomorrow as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. So don't miss out, guys. It's going to be a good time. I'll have the games on the screens. Obviously, I'll be flipped, and you guys won't be able to see the screens, or else YouTube will shut us down. We don't want to do that. We've got to respect YouTube's policies and copyright laws and all of that. But I will have the big board being shown. The right-hand side will probably be my Bet Online account. Left-hand side will be what we're taking. All right, guys, good luck to everybody that's starting. If you're on my personal plays, don't worry. I'll be sending them out here in just a little bit. All right, so if you're on my personal plays, don't go anywhere. You'll be getting a text from me within about 10 to 15 minutes, all right? Good luck, everybody, and we'll see. I hope to see everybody back here in an hour and a half, all right, guys? Have a blessed morning, and we'll see you guys soon. And if I don't see you guys, good luck, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? And remember, the daily free play video, you have 58 minutes to get your guess in to win a Cappers Direct swag package. Somebody please win it. Somebody please win it today. Or 10 people. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody, and